Kawhi Leonard made his comeback for the Clippers Game 2 meeting with the Mavs after missing the last 9 games with knee inflammation. But Luka put on a show on both sides of the floor to help the Mavs steal the win and home court advantage. So Luka dropped 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists, 11 for 26 from the field, but 5 for 14 from 3.
What's Tupac doing?
Came up with some big plays down the stretch. More on his defense in a moment. Kyrie had 23, 6 rebounds, 3 dimes, 3 steals. So Harden followed up his 28-point game 1 by dropping 22 points and 8 assists. Paul George also had 22 as well and 4 dimes. Kawhi played 35 minutes. He had 15 points, 7 rebounds, 4 steals, but was 7 for 17 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. The Clippers shot a season low 36.8% from the field in the game, and they were 8 for 30 from 3. And we see what Luka's doing on the offensive side of the ball. Killing and cooking, but he was a big reason for the Mavs' defensive success as well.
Just looking at him.
So you see this play right here. Clippers were 2 for 17 from the field when Luka was the primary defender.
Yo, that's terrible offense, bro. That's terrible.
Forcing Kawhi into the air ball.
Now go back. This is for all my hoop.
And there's the dagger 3.
This is for all my.
It did go in case you were wondering.
This is for all my hoop heads out there. Here, go back.
Keep going. Keep going.
To the defensive play.
Right here. All right.
Count it down from here. It's 10 seconds on the shot clock.
This is why when I said as an offensive player, I never picked on the weakest defender. The reason you do not pick on the weakest defender is because the team
knows that they're the weakest defender.
Know what I'm saying? The team is designed to protect them. Right?
Yes.
So when you're trying to go at the defender, look at the nail guy, right? He is overly over the nail. Like his left foot is supposed to be at the middle of the nail. He's saying, fuck it, I'm on the goddamn elbow. Now you look at the bottom, the middle guy. He's coming over. So fast forward just a little bit, play it a little bit. So now look at what Kawhi is looking at. Look, Kawhi has no opening.
Left
See,
Westbrook. Okay.
If he was like, you have nowhere to go when you're playing against a bad defender. So
That's
it looks like
by Westbrook. Though.
It looks like Luka's playing great defense, but it's great help defense too.
It's called elbows and boxes.
Elbows and more than elbows. Look, he's not guarding that man. So Kawhi has nowhere to go anyway. Right? But that's why you don't go against the guy that you think is the weakest defender.
Yeah.
Go back again. Go back again for us one more time.
Bad shot as well, though.
Yeah, that's horrible.
But that's
he has nowhere to go.
Like, even with Russell Westbrook, he sees his man completely leave him.
Right there.
That's why you set that flare screen or that whatever screen.
But yeah.
But so I don't see him.
This is standard Jason Kidd NBA defense. Elbows and boxes. Nail, midline guy, low guy.
Yes.
Kyrie's, his guy's going through to the corner, so he has to go with him. Calibra, he's clearing 2-9. He could either stay over there with Westbrook on that other elbow, but what he's doing is he's coming back to this other block.
Show
and he's the show body, I got you elbows and boxes. Now, what Kawhi is doing is what we call stopping the fucking ball.
Facts.
10 seconds on the shot clock. He's dribble. You're wasting dribbles doing nothing right now. So then he keeps going. He tries to go middle. There's a guy right there on the nail.
This ball should have went to Powell. Look,
right there.
See, look, this is rewind. Now, all the people, and this is why I say stop listening to ESPN and all them fucking people. They do not understand fucking basketball, right? They do not know what they're looking at. They do not know who's valuable on the team. Play it a little bit more. The most valuable guy right now is Russell Westbrook. He gave himself up, stop the ball. He said his man is helping. His man is the one who stopped Kawhi. He said a pick for Powell, who's actually wide open for the 3. Now, if this ball was in Jokic's hands,
that's going to him.
If this ball was in Murray's hand, they would have made this pass, which makes the team better.
100%.
Right? So that pass goes to that 3, and that's a 3. Guess who's not at that nail next time?
That motherfucker's gone.
That motherfucker is not at that nail. So now the next play, when Kawhi starts to go ISO basketball, he can go middle.
Yep.
That's what makes certain players dangerous. That's what makes certain players important. See, no one's going to credit Russell Westbrook for this pick.
No.
See, if Kawhi makes this pass, Kawhi becomes the whoa, he did a great job. When the great job became because of Russell Westbrook's IQ of understanding who is open. He knows he could have just sat there and became the open guy for the three, but he set the screen because he knows this is a better three-point shooter.
Kawhi doesn't even see that.
No, Kawhi is not thinking of team right now. This is the difference. When you got Kawhi having the ball like this, he's driving middle, but he's not driving middle to make a move because there's already two other guys there. One up the top at the free throw line and one below him. He's trying to relegate that they come and go back so that he can keep the dribble. If you play it, it's 2 seconds already at the shot clock. 7, 6.
James, it can go straight to James Harden or Powell.
5. He still got the ball. He's still trying to make a play, and he knows that he has 2 or 3 people on him.
Shit, now James Harden's open.
Now James Harden's open because the Powell cut. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why the offense doesn't look as important as it's supposed to, because the people who are making the plays are not getting the ball. Powell made a cut that actually engaged. So Russell Westbrook and Powell engage both the bottom guys.
Yep.
So
And Paul George pulls all the way over.
Pulls all the way over.
All the way over, brings his men.
Now one of your best three-point shooters is by himself unguarded. That is the play with 4 seconds left. No one minds getting the ball now. If you pass the ball to me and I'm James Harden, this is a great pass.
With 4 seconds on the clock.
With 4 seconds on the clock and I'm by myself.
Yep.
These are the plays that make the better teams great.
Yep.
That's what players like me realize when you're hurt, when you're watching what made, the Lakers great, what made San Antonio great, what made those Paul Pierce and that team, what made these little plays. Because I'm Kawhi. I'm making this in my young day when I'm playing. That's the fucking stupid shot I'm taking.
Yep.
So when you say what makes championship basketball, it's not the play Kawhi's making right now. It's that play that's going to James Harden. It's the play that Russell Westbrook and Powell made.
Yep.
Those are the what Paul George made. Because if Paul George stays at the top,
it ain't open.
It ain't open.
He can play too.
Because he's coming over, that is the play.
Yep.
And Kawhi has to realize that he has to give it up. Give himself up for the team. He's been making this play all regular season.
He's been making this. What made him a champion, though, right? So I don't say he's selfish because he didn't see it this one time.
Yeah.
This is what made him a champion in San Antonio. This is what made him a champion in Toronto, because they were making plays like that. They didn't have all the talent in the world, but them making these little plays like this is what is the difference between championship basketball.
Well, that's why I can say a guy like Kawhi, I feel like he was constructed. He was a constructed player where he didn't know these plays existed until he was put into these situations where he had to be the star guy. When you're a good player, you know what good plays are. You know what the right plays are. Draw to someone's open. When that guy flashes down the lane and he's not open because you brought somebody else, you have to make the jump pass. You have to take yourself out of the play, out of scoring position, throw that fucking pass because he's open. Now, if he comes to the bench in that timeout and he says something to you, you can't fucking go off on him because he's open. Hey, bro, why you ain't? You know I'm open over there on the weak side. Oh, my bad, I didn't see you, but you didn't see me for the last 3 times, bro.
Right. Since it's working, they're going to keep doing it. That's why you got to acknowledge it.
You got to acknowledge it because it's like, bro, you at least see me over here. I'm trying. No, you're trying to score, bro. You're not trying to take what the defense gives you. They're giving us this shot for James every time, and you don't want it because you want to get this shot off.
Because you got the weakest defender on you, and you think that.
Yes.
You need to score on us.
And I know that's what says, Luka played great defense. We get it.
We get it.
I get the narrative.
I knew you had something.
We got all the notifications.
I get the great defense of, what we want to put on Luka, right? The reason the Mavs has been the #1 defense in the last few months is because you got to see it right here in real time.
Jason Kidd's adjustments.
Right? Jason Kidd, and that's how they played, right? And they've probably now trusted what he's been saying. And so we're smaller, right? individually. We're not very great at containing the ball.
Facts.
But if we can make them do other passes, make them throw it all the way to Powell, make them do all of this, that helps us out.
Yes.
So,
But he knows this NBA is not doing that.
And that's why it looks the way it looks. Because that's the scramble defense I was talking about. Elbows in boxes, make them throw the weak side, scramble back out, close out, run them off the three-point line, make them shoot contested too. And you're going to live with the defensive percentages from there. We guarantee they're going to shoot under 40% from field.
So Mavs fans were blowing up my mentions last night, wanted me to relay a message to you about Luka's defense. So Clippers were 2 for 17 from the field when Luka was a primary defender. After the game, Luka had a message for all his critics that say he doesn't play defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's playoffs, it's different. They're trying to double with me, and I said no double. I take pride, in my defense too. They're always going to say that, the haters, but it's fine, man. I'm out here enjoying playing basketball. That's fun, man. That's what I do. That's what I want to do my whole life, so I just enjoy doing that.
Doubles.
They said
No
they
doubles.
said double. I say no double.
But the thing is,
I say no double.
but what I'm saying is, what makes him a bad defensive player to what makes him a great defensive player? All it is it's help.
Team.
Right? It's the team part of it, right? So when people say you don't play defense, says who? What metrics? I was great at on ball. You didn't blow past me on ball defense. Pick and rolls, okay. Those are my strong points. Coming off down screens, fuck all that, right? Running through double screens, I'm good on that. But my man himself, no, you ain't going nowhere, Playboy. Right? Same thing with here. He is a little slow-footed.
Yeah.
Right?
He's big as shit.
So it's like, well, how about this? Make sure they don't get you off the first dribble so we can load up.
Right, give us time.
Because you're tall enough, so if someone tries to back you down,
You'll be good.
we're not going to help you.
No.
He's like, cool. Right? So it's in their element. Now you figured out how to protect him defensively because he knows I can challenge shots. I can keep them from posting me up, right? Well, when it comes to taking me off the dribble, I'm going to have trouble with some of the fast guys.
Yep.
If this was Fox, help.
Yes.
Right? Help on Fox. Kawhi, he doesn't dribble very well. These guys want to play with the game. Make sure that they can't go to the basket. Make sure you lock it on. I can defend. Now he becomes an excellent defender. Right?
That was the adjustments that they made, I believe. That they went back to film and they said, Luka, that's a straight line drive, bro.
Also, Kawhi slows the Clippers down a little bit.
He slows, yeah.
Well, I'm talking about even
stopper.
regular season defense for Luka.
Yeah.
When I was having a problem with his defense, I'm like, God damn.
I mean, in
bro.
not so many words, a lot of the players have basically said that they do not care about playing defense until the playoffs.
Until the playoffs, right?
Yeah, but now you're seeing the effort.
It's glaring because now something's at stake other than just your record in the regular season. That's why Luka wasn't playing defense. He didn't feel like he fucking had to. It wasn't nothing at stake. Now that you're in the playoffs and we're watching you play defense, you can't afford to show us straight line drives. Now Jason Kidd's saying, I can't afford for it to look that way either. I need to have somebody back there in the way. We need to have guys in the way saying, all right, we got your help, Luka.
I mean, as long as Kawhi's in the lineup, that benefits Dallas and their defense.
But that's what I always say. I said, when you tell me someone's bad at defense, I can tell you a coach. I can show you his coach. You say he's bad at defense, then let me show you his coach. Where's the defensive schemes?
Facts.
Right? I'm looking at the schemes, the defensive schemes. I was an offensive player, an offensive juggernaut. I studied human behavior and defensive schemes. So when someone says, this guy is great at defense, I was like, no, he's not. He's great at defense because he got that motherfucker back there, and I don't want to be hit by him. Okay, LeBron, he's good at defense. Okay, you got this guy. He's like, let's say Eric Snow. He's great, but he has slow speed. But they got Vrajal back there. Vrajal's a great tracker.
Yep.
Fuck. I don't want to be Vrajal. I don't want to be tracked by the wild thing.
Yep.
Right? So when he's out of the game, you're lunch meat. As long as he's in the game, I can't go on you because I like to jump soon as I get past you, and he's going to take a charge every time.
Yep.
Right? This guy who likes to block shots, I'm not worried about a shot blocker because you're going to give me the basket. Right? See, so depending on, like if you're a shot blocker playing against me, I like you better because you're going to just give me, you're not going to try to take a charge or be in position. So you're going to give me the lane. And then it's between you blocking my shot or me jumping into you, making you fold. Vrajal didn't block shots. He's fucking trying to take 10 charges a game.
And the same thing with Ron Artest.
Yeah.
Ron Artest didn't move laterally like that. So if you can get to catch and go on him,
Yep.
he was dead meat. But what he was best at is if you held the ball and you was trying to make your move slow, he'd take that motherfucker from you. Right? And he's so good at forcing you one way. I'm going to force you here. But he played with the Indiana Pacers where they loaded up.
Loaded up.
I got Steven Jackson down here. I got Jermaine O'Neal over here. I got I got motherfuckers who lock in and play defense. Then he took that everywhere he went where I'm going to force him down here. Y'all going to get my help. So he's not going to be able to catch and go on me. Now all I got to do is stop him in his tracks. And that's what makes you a good defender when inside the team concept, I can stop everything you want to do.
Right.
I can isolate all of your individual movements and favorite things you like to do inside of the team game. I can force you down here because I know I got fucking help. This is our principles. If he's not helping, he's not coming in the game anymore. So I know we're going to do this. That's what makes great defensive players. So Luka is looking great right now because they were able to implement this and actually.
They're playing 5 on 1.
Yes.